movie's a very shaky place for Celine. Obviously, everything she's thought is true, for the whole of her, the last hundreds of years, it hasn't been. And she's obviously killed a lot of people, werewolves, and out of a revenge that was completely misplaced. So she's very much in limbo at the beginning of the film, and really the only ally that she's got, having killed Victor and sort of alienated herself completely from all the vampires, is Michael, who himself is struggling with the fact that he's just become a hybrid. And so they're really sort of thrown together. And it's, they're sort of on the run together and really discovering, how to go on under the new circumstances.
We're going back in time. It's a prequel, as it were. It's a little episode at the beginning of the movie just to explain some of the historical events that led up to the first movie and, of course, therefore, to the second movie. And we explain how Marcus and Amelia and Victor and the whole thing with Corvinus and how it began.
There's a war going on between vampires and werewolves, and it comes to a head in the first movie where the lead character, Celine, is figuring out who she is. And they've figured out that I have a rare blood strain that can save their species, the werewolf species, the lichen species. So the first one's about that, tracking me and me not knowing what the hell's going on, and me becoming sort of getting bitten by the werewolves and being tracked by the vampires and becoming this thing that I became. This movie starts right after that.
She and Michael, definitely, there's more of a vulnerability between them too. So you do get to see a little bit more light and dark in this one. They're in love, and he's there for her. He's her support, really. I mean, that's what he is. I mean, and he's still, to a degree, figuring out what he is, but it's a lot more powerful. It's a lot stronger. She's really fighting her fight this time. She's much more clear about, why she's fighting the people she's fighting. She's a lot more passionate in her fighting. She's not quite so robot-like as she was in the first one.
You don't scare me, Celine.
Well, we're going to have to work on that.
In the first Underworld, we learned that we really loved those great quality British actors. We had Bill Nye and Michael Sheen were in the first movie. They were both fantastic. So in this movie, we decided to continue that tradition. We hired Tony Curran as Marcus, and then we hired Sir Derek Jacobi. You can't get much higher than that in the British film theater world. We also hired a British actor by the name of Stephen McIntosh, who plays the role of Tanis, and he's also great. So we feel very blessed on this movie.
It's not often that you can get the chance to say I'm playing a vampire. But I think what's lovely about it is it's written with intelligence, and it's multi-layered, and there's depth to it as well.
It'll have all sorts of surprises for us, all sorts of subtleties, hopefully, and things that we didn't imagine were going to happen.
It's a complex story, the script, but it all really ties in,
It's a story that never palls in the telling. I mean, it's always fascinating. It is a sort of never-ending source of entertainment and excitement, both in literature and on the screen.
The action sequences are unbelievable. The look of the movie just looks so cool aesthetically. It looks beautiful. I think the story is for these huge movies. This one is quite good, and I think it'll be pretty engaging for a lot of people.
I think genre fans will be very, very... I think they'll be delighted with this, with the second movie, because it's a very serious vampire movie in its own right. It stands alone, and it stands very, very well. And it's also, apart from being very satisfying in the genre, manner, it's also very romantic and very sexy. And it also adds to the myth rather than just feeds off the first movie. It really does take you somewhere.